Yeah, there was just a report issued by the DNR recently. Because of budget constraints, muskie stocking in the state of Wisconsin is going to be reduced by 30% and walleye stocking 40%. The walleye stocking has been part of what's called the Walleye Initiative for the past 10 years. DNR has been stocking extended growth walleyes. That's fish that are grown all summer and released late fall. You know, they're 7 to 9 inches for a round number. Some are bigger, obviously, but depends on how the individual fish grow. But the reason for this is the DNR has no money. And the reason the DNR has no money is the legislature in Wisconsin they write the budget. They write the budget for DNR and they write the budget for the entire state, obviously. The money that is accumulated by the DNR primarily comes from hunting and fishing licenses and some park fees and some other minor fee numbers. But you know, with 1.5 million fishermen in the state, that's $30 million. License is around $20 a person. So there's not been a license fee increase allocated or allowed by the Wisconsin State Legislature for the past 19 years. The Wisconsin DNR fisheries accounts are now bankrupt. They do not have enough money to support operation and maintenance of all their various functions that they need to produce fish. They get a lot of money from what used to be called the Dingle Johnson Fund, now it's called the Sports Fish Restoration Act. That's I think it's 10 or 11% federal excise tax on hunting and fishing equipment. They get a proportion of that depending upon how it accumulates across the whole country. But from the state side of it, you know, that goes up depending upon up or down, depending upon how the public purchases these types of goods. But on the state side, hunting licenses, fishing licenses have been stagnant for the past 19 years. Any company that's trying to operate on income that is 19 years old is bankrupt. Well, now the DNR is bankrupt. And the legislature is doing nothing. They haven't shown any inclination to give the DNR any more money, and the stocking programs are the result of that. It costs a lot of money to run hatcheries and raise these fish, and without income, it isn't only the hatcheries that are being affected. The number of lakes that are going to be surveyed every year is going to reduce. Used to be they could say they were doing a lake about every 5 years. Now some lakes aren't being surveyed for 10 and 11 years. Fish populations can really change in 10 or 11 years, and without surveys, you don't know what's going on. And it's a real issue in this state. And until someone in the legislature decides that the Department of Natural Resources should have more money, fishing alone in the state of Wisconsin contributes $1.4 billion to the economy of the state. I don't know about what the hunting numbers are, but it's also significant. And without having sufficient funds, the ability to manage those resources is going to be constrained, and it is constrained.